One.
Hey y'all, welcome to the Clique podcast.
Welcome back to our podcast. This is episode 4, and today we have 2 very exciting topics to talk about. First, we're going to be discussing the LSU, Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, Jill Biden scenario drama that all went down. And we're also going to be talking about the new Barbie movie. So let's get into it with LSU NCAA championship. Go ahead, Kaylee.
Okay, so I'm sure you guys have been seeing all of the controversy, all the stuff on Twitter, on social media about this whole thing. So let's get into it. We all know Angel Reese. If not, here's a little rundown. She is a sophomore at LSU on the women's basketball team. She is a forward. Prior to playing at LSU, she was rated the top player in the transfer portal in 2022, became the first Maryland sophomore to average a double-double since 1975. That's what that means.
That's crazy.
Also added 53 steals and 36 blocks during the season. She was also named to be the AP All-American third team and was an honorable mention to the U.S. women's basketball team, or women's All-American basketball team, my bad. And a whole bunch of other shit from high school too, because as you guys know, she's a sophomore, so she just literally went to college.
Yeah.
Let's see. She was the number 2 overall player in the class of 2020 and the number 1 wing. Oh, wing? Okay. Yeah.
We are not sports people.
We are not sports people, as y'all can tell at this point.
But we're trying to show y'all like how impressive this really is.
Yeah,
okay?
her
Like,
credentials.
She's the shit, okay?
Period.
Not to mention, she's a cousin of Jordan Hawkins, who also won a national basketball championship at UConn, which is
he runs in the family.
Yeah,
all the talent. Okay.
So actually, guys, before we actually like get into like the meat of it, I thought it was funny because I saw this one tweet that someone was like posting her stats and stuff, and this one girl said, "I wish I knew what those numbers meant, like me."
Oh yeah, no,
and
really.
Literally, this guy commented and he said, basically, she's getting a 6'13" bust down middle part with lashes and toes did every week. And then she commented back, "Damn, that hoe raw as fuck." And then he said, "Yeah, she going dumb." So basically, I understood that. He broke it down for me, for the girlies like me.
In
so
a language we can understand.
So I'm like, okay, like,
right.
She's crazy. Like, I get that. Like, she's going dumb on the court. Okay.
Right.
Like,
talent.
like, I get it.
The talent is there.
Okay. You feel me?
Right.
So there's that. So there's, a little bit of background on Angel Reese. Okay.
Okay, per.
So she's basically the MVP for LSU at this point. Okay. And as you know, LSU and Iowa made it to the championship game. Okay. Women's basketball. There you go.
Okay.
So literally a little scenario before the game. Literally, the first lady, as you guys know, Jill Biden, was actually supposed to visit LSU's locker room. I don't know if y'all knew this.
Allegedly.
Girl.
Allegedly.
Before the whole thing. But they turned her down because Joe Biden allegedly had put someone else to win the national championship, and they didn't even put LSU in the bracket, which is crazy.
Really?
I honestly feel like that was a little disrespectful towards them. Put some respect on their name. But
Right.
Yeah, so already, I feel like they already felt like some kind of way towards the Bidens, which, we'll get back to later.
Yeah,
in the story,
true.
Okay. So, yeah. And then also, too, just a little bit of context, too, because we're going to get into the whole, waving the hand over, the face thing. So before, Caitlin Clark was at an Elite 8 game, and she did the whole John Cena, you can't see me to an opponent at that game. Mind you, this isn't the championship. So this was not the same game. I didn't know that before.
So who's Caitlin Clark?
Caitlin Clark is a player on the Iowa women's basketball team who is stupid good.
Really?
She runs the whole
She's the
team,
shit,
and she claims not to. She's like, no, it's a team effort. Da da da. Nah, she's
she's the best player.
Yeah,
all right. Okay, got it. So were they competing against each other?
Yes. So the final championship was between
LSU and Iowa. Got it. Okay. So what's the beef?
Okay, so literally during the game, it's really intense. They going back and forth with the scoring, all of this, people biting their fingernails, who's going to win, all of this. So literally they get to the last quarter, it's pretty evident at this point that LSU is going to win.
Yeah.
And then that's when Angel Reese did the whole controversial thing, the waving the hand in front of the face. Yeah.
Okay.
But then after that, she pointed to her ring finger, kind of signifying
it's on lock. We got the ring, y'all lost.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Got it.
You get it.
All
so
right.
apparently that went viral on literally all the socials, Twitter specifically, and literally people were going in on Angel Reese.
For
It
no
was
reason.
actually
For
really
no
crazy.
reason.
Girl, they were calling her all kinds of names. Like, there was one that was like super extreme, the one that I was talking to like about that Shaq had to defend her.
Oh, yeah.
He was saying that she's classless and a piece of shit. I'm like, whoa.
Huh?
Wait, so
I thought this was sports.
yeah, like wait, let me grasp this for a second. So you guys are saying that they're mad at is it Angel Reese?
Yes.
Right? For doing the same thing that the other girl did?
Yeah.
Like with the waving hands in the
yeah.
face. But Angel Reese moved her finger like we're gonna get the ring.
Yeah. No,
So
she points to her ring finger.
she points to her
Yeah.
ring finger, but this put it in front of her face kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
What's the beef?
They want to call it poor sportsmanship. They want to call her a
Yeah.
whole bunch of names.
So is there like a difference? There like a racial disparity between? Okay,
There you
got
go.
it.
That's
Yep.
pretty
All
much
right,
the big
that
thing
makes
here,
sense. Okay.
honestly.
That is exactly what I thought. Because I was like, this is so not news in a sense of like she didn't do anything that warrants even backlash.
Exactly.
So this is, you could see that there's other undertones.
Oh, 1,000%.
No, for sure. Because when Caitlin
Interesting.
Clark, oh sorry,
Oh no, go ahead.
but when Caitlin Clark did it the first time at this Elite 8 game, there were actually people on the socials who were praising her and saying, "Oh yeah, like this
Crazy.
girl
Yeah,
is so
like,
funny, he." But
Well
then when-
deserved. Da, da, da,
girl,
da, da.
all of that.
But all of a sudden, when Angel does it, it's a
It's
problem.
a problem.
And she,
Interesting.
after the game, when she won the final championship, she called it out. She was like, "Y'all wanted to call me ghetto and hood this whole time,"
Right.
and
You're
she
finding
was
a
basically
reason,
saying
yeah.
that she did this for all the girls that were like in her position too, all the other
Right.
young women that play, competitive college basketball. That it was bigger than her, is what she
Right.
said. So.
Right.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And actually, I want to quote where her teammate Flo J said. I really hope that I pronounced her name right.
I think it's Flage.
Flage? Okay. That's what I thought, but I wasn't
Yeah.
sure. Okay. But she said, quote, I'm going to say, it's like Reese is young and black, and she expresses that, and she's going to be seen as ghetto. When another type of player does it, or when another player does it, when a different kind of skin color does it, it's just having love for the sport, Johnson said. When we do it, it's like, oh, she's too aggressive. She's too mean and nasty. I'm seeing a double standard for sure in that, but you just got to do what you got to do when it comes to it. That's just the society that we live in, and you can never stop being you.
So what's the problem now? What is the issue with the whole Biden situation?
So let's get into that.
You know?
So after the game was over and everything, usually the men or women's championships or champions are invited to the White House, to celebrate their win. Just
Right.
Same thing with the NBA.
Right.
And so Jill Biden responded to the fact that LSU, Angel Reese specifically was like, nah, like F that. So she said, Joe Biden wanted to invite both LSU and Iowa to the White House, quote, because they played such a good game. Now, why are you inviting the loser and the winner? It's usually just supposed to be the winner.
That's never been done before.
So,
That's suspicious.
yeah, Angel's Reese response to that was a tweet saying a joke with a bunch of like laughing emoji faces. And then Reese shared the comments and critics pounced on Biden's comments, suggesting that this was a double standard and noting that Tigers are mostly a black team while Iowa's players are primarily white. And then Angel Reese went on to talk to two podcast hosts, Brandon Marshall and Ashley Nicole Moss. And she said that she didn't believe LSU would have been invited had the roles been reversed. Biden's press secretary walked back the First Lady's suggestion, but Reese didn't accept the apology.
Okay.
So she said, quote, if we were to lose, we would not be going or getting invited to the White House, Reese said. I remember she made a comment about both teams should be invited to because of sportsmanship.
Exactly.
And then she said, we'll go to the Obamas.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Martin, you've been quiet. What do you have to say about this?
I mean, for me, oh my gosh, because I did see her interview on Complex on the podcast that she actually did interview on. And I have mixed feelings because I feel like, yes, she has every right to speak her mind as a young individual who has been in the situation and whatnot. But I feel like it's a dig at the good old Bidens. What's that going to do you, I mean, I feel like it was all in fun to say that comment and whatnot, but I don't know. I feel like you should leave it as it is in this situation. You can't really affect what had happened and whatnot. I love that she stood her ground.
Mm-hmm.
I love that she stood up for herself and whatnot in a world where a lot of, racial bias and all of these factors come into play in terms of, like, for example, the average American could see just her doing the hand motion and whatnot and make all these assumptions without knowing that someone gestured at her first and paint this young black woman, this young, amazing, talented black woman as, aggressive or angry or, having low class, when in actuality she's standing up for herself and she has, a narrative of her own that she wants to, cement in the world. So
yeah, I back that, Martin. And I also, my final thought on this before I let Kaylee and Leah take it away is there's an update.
Oh, really?
There is an update.
Okay.
So apparently they're gonna go to the White House.
They are.
Oh, they are? They changed their mind?
Yep.
Yeah.
Apparently they changed their mind.
literally all of what I just said doesn't matter.
No, it does. It does, because before it's just feeding into the stereotype that,
True.
like there's just a bunch of angry black women, which is unacceptable when, like you said, she's making her own story and her own name for herself. But yeah.
Right. No, because at the end of the day, look, she ended up rescinding that statement, okay, like literally through her secretary, and she said, like, that wasn't right. She realized that it wasn't right, and that's why they, ended up accepting the invitation. So I'm like, okay, like, I guess she did make it right, and she wanted to be a team player, and that's why she was like, okay, like, this is cool. But at the end of the day, like, I'm glad that she stood her ground, for real, because black women, we literally have to literally uphold this image and try to not be perceived as angry. And I hate that so much, because these are athletes. Basketball is a passionate sport. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're going to taunt. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything was just completely unwarranted.
Yeah, like, me personally, I think the Bidens, like, what is it, fanned the flames of the fire. And I honestly think that it was hella corny when they told both of them to come. And I feel like they should have, in my opinion, like, regardless, you invite the winners to the White House, right? That's the tradition. Just invite the winners. This controversy isn't serious enough to bring both of them in.
Why
you don't need to do that. Right, that's corny as hell. And I feel like they want to do this, we're in the middle, but we don't take sides. It's bullshit.
It's
You do take
reparations.
They
sides.
invited
Clearly.
them because she did this whole thing. Had that not happened, then they would not be
They would
invited.
not, right.
Point blank, period.
And mind you,
Absolutely.
it's only this Jill Biden, comment that, and, Twitter and social media that always feeds into the fire, because Caitlin Clark literally said that Angel Reese should have never even been criticized for the
Right, it
gestures.
shouldn't in the first place.
Yeah, so
And
it's
that's what
corny.
really
love
gets
there.
me. Like, the girl who she was taunting is saying, y'all, chill out.
Like, chill.
Why are you still going on
Exactly.
about it?
Because I feel like people support a team, right? And when their team loses, or if their team, or they have this, like, or not even if they lose, but if their team has this, or if they're like have a rival and they are already geared up with this anger or frustration prior to the game, they're going to hit someone where it hurts because they know that they want to piss the other side off. That's basically it. So if you're like, your team is opposing a different team, you're going to say whatever you can say or create whatever double standards you're going to want to create to make the other side look bad because you're butthurt that you are going to lose, or you feel like you might lose, or you lost.
Yeah.
That's what I think. So in my opinion, I think the issue here was the whole double standard with, I feel like internet, this stuff, anger goes away eventually. Yeah. But I felt like the whole White House getting involved and inviting both of them is so dumb. And it's so unnecessary. And I felt like when I was like listening, like especially to what you guys were just saying, I just feel like it made it worse because now you're making it seem like you have a bias now.
Yeah, exactly.
They won. If you want both of them to come, all of a sudden now you have a bias. Especially because didn't you say Joe Biden didn't even have him on his bracket or whatever? Yeah. So it just seems biased at this point.
Yeah.
And personally, I just feel like they should have just invited LSU, and that's it. And they should have just
Invite
let
the winner,
the
like
beef be the
tradition
beef
is.
online.
Yeah.
People online are gonna say what they're gonna say because people are loud on the internet. That's it.
Yeah.
They should have just been like, sorry about it. The winners are the winners. Y'all coming in. Especially because the controversy was not even like worth like bringing both of them in, to be honest, personally.
Girl, at the end of the day, like, I mean, I feel like we done covered everything that needs to be covered. I mean, if y'all have any more closing points, let me know. But
Ryan,
at
anything
the end of the
final to
day,
say?
sorry.
At the end of the day.
At the end of the day, look, I'm glad that she stood her ground, especially for like a powerful figure, right? Like Jill Biden. It just really goes to show like, okay, like you're standing your ground. You're showing like, okay, like this shit's not right. In the end, I'm glad that she did because now it's only her team that's getting invited and being celebrated like how
Thank
it should
goodness.
be. And also too, this whole story kind of ties into how like black women especially, are criticized for doing what white people kind of do freely, i.e. the whole hand gesture thing. So yeah, racist AF, y'all.
True.
Hey, Martin, do you want to start us with Barbie?
Let's start off our next
Barbie,
topic,
Barbie.
ladies.
I'm a Barbie girl
In a Barbie world.
Yeah.
Life
Yeah.
in plastic.
Come on, Leah.
It's fantastic.
Go.
You can brush my hair.
oh.
Undress me anywhere.
Okay, sorry.
Imagine.
Okay, cut it.
We need to get in the stoop. We need
Okay.
to get in the stoop.
Let me read a little
Huh?
movie description.
No, for real.
Let me read our movie description.
Oh, per.
of the new Barbie movie. So, it is a Barbie doll living in Barbie land, expelled from the world for not being perfect enough, too eccentric, and not fitting the usual mold. She goes on an adventure in the real world, and by the time she returns to Barbie land to save it, she has gained the realization that perfection comes on the inside, not the outside, and that the key to happiness is to believe in oneself.
Aww.
A little pre-background for the movie that's set to release.
Okay,
past
per.
2023. It was originally announced in July 2019, marking the brand's 60th anniversary. So this was originally produced through. So my correction. It's now produced through Margot Robbie's affiliated production company, Lucky Chap Entertainment,
Oh, she has a
supported
company?
by
Damn.
Mattel Films and
Okay.
Heyday Films that will
checks.
also co-produce. So Amy Schumer was originally, boarded as the main actress for the project in 2016 with a script written by Hillary Winston about a woman kicked out of Barbieville. So, Kaylee, don't make me laugh. For not meeting standards of physical perfection. So obviously, she obviously did not get the final role. Thank God. But
Yeah.
there were creative differences for the vision of Barbie
Let's be real.
behind the scene. And in 2019, Robbie took over with Warner Bros. Production with Greta Gerwig and Noah Baumbach as the main co-writers of the movie. So, opening thoughts, ladies.
Ooh.
I'm really excited.
I'm excited because I'm a Barbie stan. I've been standing Barbie since I was how old? A baby. And I've been and I've also been standing Bratz. So I had like a little Bratz Barbie war in my youth, but like obviously Bratz won for a little while, but then we went back to Barbie because that's what it is. Anyways, I'm excited because I've always wanted to see what a Barbie world would look like in real life.
Live action.
Like the non-animated.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I watched Princess and Pauper maybe 10 times. I know it from top to bottom, every song. And I was like, what would it be like if I was in this movie? Now I can watch this. It's not the same, obviously. This is more of like the actual Barbie world, trademark Barbie world. But still, it's still somewhere that is so beautiful and pink. And my favorite color is pink, so I love pink. And I also love Barbie, so yeah, that's what I think.
Yes.
Okay. Literally the fact that Greta Gerwig is
I
directing.
know. I know.
Okay, no, because look, for a while we really didn't know too much about it besides like, like the leaked stills and stuff like from LA. But
Right.
once I saw that she was directing it, I knew that this
It was
movie
in safe
gonna-
hands.
Yeah, I already knew. It was going to be great. And then Margot Robbie, okay, as the lead. And then Ryan Gosling.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, have you guys been seeing like the backlash he's been getting on Twitter?
What?
For
They've
being
been saying like
Ken.
he's like too old and he's not right for the role. And I'm like, but who
You know
else
who
would
they
You know
did
what?
say would
Not
be
no
good
tea,
for
no
it?
shade, but like at first I was like, really?
They said
Because he just gives me like father vibes now.
he is a father.
he is a father.
But
Okay,
They
yeah.
said that Glenn Powell, the man from what is that famous airplane movie? They said
Which
that he
one?
would have been really good for
Was
it.
is he hot?
It's
Let
the
me see.
Tom Cruise like plane
crazy
movie.
hot.
He's
He is
crazy.
hot.
Then why didn't they make it him? Let's be real.
Maybe because he's not as big of an actor as Ryan Gosling.
That has to be it because let me tell you why. Would they have I know they
Gosling
were
would
gonna
have.
cast potentially he would have been good as Ken. Okay, they were gonna cast potentially Amy Schumer, right? But like I feel like there would have been even more backlash if Amy Schumer was Barbie. So like I do think there is like an ageism aspect of it, but at the same time I feel like it always ends up being the woman actress is young, but it's okay if the guy is old as hell.
Right.
So it's
Weird.
kind of like not fair. Yeah,
Weird.
why? Why can she always have to be 20 something, but the guy can be 40, 50?
Yeah.
And then everyone is like, wait, this guy's too old to play the role. But then people are like, no, you're being ageist. Like, would you have hired a 40, 50-year-old woman to play the role? Probably not. And if you did, would there be backlash? Definitely. Probably more because of the ageism of people in general, where they like want to see young ladies on the screen, but they don't want to see like like they don't mind seeing older men. That's like not fair.
Martin?
It's a double standard.
I feel like you made a
I
point.
feel like
Right?
this is a really refreshing like movie that's coming out right now. I feel like a lot of movies coming out right now, it's like very youthful, very colorful, vibrant. I feel like for a while we have been seeing over and over again many like dark, drab, like aesthetic like type of movies and whatnot, and it's
Yeah,
very
depressing. Yeah, no,
Yes.
this is so happy.
It's
Yeah.
very refreshing
Yeah.
to see a very campy, lively movie that is just celebrating this fun life and just something that we're all very aware of. So I actually do want to go into the trailer.
Which we have a live reaction to on our. I'm sure this is gonna be on our Instagram and our TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
So stay tuned.
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to the trailer, and then we're going to reference a lot. There was a lot of references of several nostalgic connections to honor the brand and the doll's legacy over time. So one of the most major ones that were referenced is obviously Barbie's wardrobe all throughout the entire trailer. The matching hot pink spandex outfits of all the different Barbies, 1991 rollerblade Barbies, given or seen through the green rollerblades in the trailer itself, and the overall life in plastic aesthetic, colorful plastic architecture in buildings, and even y'all the plastic waves. I don't know if y'all noticed in the movie at the beach setting, it was going by a little fast, but it referenced the 1971's iconic Malibu, like California summer, like surfer culture, and the waves were actually
that's so
plastic
cute.
themselves.
Oh my
So there's
God.
attention to detail to this trailer and to this movie
that.
in general. So yeah.
Okay, so knowing all of that information, what do you guys think? Like, what do you guys think the movie's gonna be about? Because I know we heard the description or whatever, but like the description's kind of vague, which I like because I feel like nowadays, I feel like even the trailers and the movies just tell you what the damn movie's gonna be about. It's like, fuck, I want to watch the movie. I don't want to watch the trailer and watch the movie. You know what I'm saying? So, what do you guys think the movie's gonna be about? Like, what do you think the message is? Because it's like, I doubt it's just like a live action Barbie movie. Like, there has to be some reason behind making
Yeah,
this
like
movie.
the plot.
Right? Yeah.
I don't know because it's directed by Greta. I just feel like there's gonna be something
Interesting.
Like, I don't know. Like on the internet, I've been seeing people talking about like there might be like some kind of like dark element. I don't think it's gonna be like super like
No, no,
morbid or
No,
anything
I
like
doubt
that.
that. Yeah.
But I think there's gonna be a deeper message than just like, oh, Barbie's going to the human world and just
Yeah.
living it up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, yeah, that's what I think.
I don't know. I think honestly, I don't. I think I want it to be like just fun, just like playtime,
Same.
like, just like them living life in Barbie land because that just looks so fun. But also, I know we talked about this a little bit before recording that it could be like musical elements. And when we were watching the trailer, spoiler alert, but I think I saw like them low-key singing, so that'll be interesting. Especially if it's like Margot and Ryan singing. Like I haven't actually, well, besides La La Land, I haven't really heard them sing.
Yeah, me either.
Right. I'm a
Martin,
little.
Is it gonna have an
about
original
that.
soundtrack or something?
Yeah.
Wait, for
They're not
me,
using the Barbie Girl song.
I would love for the plot.
They're so wrong.
They're not
for
using the
that.
Barbie Girl song?
They're not?
That's so they're so foul.
Okay,
for
you know
that.
what? I kind of like that though.
Legal troubles.
Oh, that makes sense. But you know what? The like sexual connotations of the Barbie song would
Yeah,
go well
'cause
with the movie because she said
12-year-old kids sing,
I'm undress me everywhere.
Yeah,
It's
like,
crazy.
yeah.
That's crazy. Okay, what were we saying, Martini?
Jail.
Okay, so for me, I would love the plot, obviously, like Maya said, to be very lighthearted and fun, and because like it's so campy. Like, how could you like not just like it's?
Yeah.
Well, you can't get away with this unless it's a movie like Barbie, where it's just
Right.
ridiculously campy. But for me, I feel like with Greta writing the script, I feel like she is going to tie in bigger issues and themes.
Right.
For example, like more inclusivity, like the big movement of Barbie dolls that has come in recent years with different body types, racial ethnicities, and also just presenting women in occupations and
Right.
roles that are more progressive. Like they can be presidents, they can be journalists. They're not just
Cute.
dream house fucking like housewives and that are just
Right.
there to like clean and like iron and cook and shit. Like no, like
Right.
Barbie represents everyone and anyone.
Right.
Oh.
I know. I love that.
Guys, that makes me excited because you know what it is? I'm tired of these I feel like the past pop culture, to be honest, in the past 10 years has been so depressing in a sense of like, I think we went from like campy fun, just lose your mind, have a good time, music and movies, like comedies and
Especially
TV shows.
movies, yeah.
Especially movies. You guys remember like Superbad and all that?
Yes! Say that.
Like just the movies were just made for us to fucking
to
laugh and have a
fun,
good time. Like
like-
Hangover.
And today
We were just
everything
vibing,
is
bro.
so formulated. Like, everything's either
right.
a sequel or a live action. I'm
Sick of it.
I'm
And
sorry.
like
I
I
mean,
just
this is a live action, but still, it's different.
yeah, because at least it's fun, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah, like I mean, like the thing is I'm so sick of the like sad wallowing in pity for the past 10 years. I want to go back to the times where like, yes, life sucks, but let's fucking party, bro.
Yes!
Have a good time.
I think it just got so serious because people were just trying to make such like, and don't get me wrong, they are good. They got their flowers, they got their Oscars
Right.
or whatever have you. But people were so focused on making a like such a meaningful message and like such a strong story that we got away from like the lighthearted like fun Juno and Superbad and stuff like that. And-
Borat.
no, literally,
It was
And
so funny.
I think this could maybe be the beginning of going back to
the
way
fun
that
music.
the
I
fun,
really hope so.
yeah.
Because I saw a release of
Fun
Kim
films.
Petras, Nicki Minaj song, and it's like we're getting like summer party bangers again. Like I missed that. Like every fucking
Pure
So
pop.
we're glossing over
Sees-
the fact that Kim Petras and Nicki Minaj have a song.
yes, it's gonna be released. Dun, 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 dun,
When does
dun,
this
dun,
release?
dun, 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 dun.
Okay.
Girl.
It's sampling that song.
I-
Yeah, but guys, I was trying to have a like. I'm sorry, we're in our early 20s. We just need to have a good ass time, and that's
You're
what's
so
going
right.
on. Barbie, we got these nice pop bangers coming on the radio. Sometimes I just want to fucking vibe, bro. I don't want to sit there and think about the interconnections between my trauma and misery.
Yeah, no, literally.
We've had that for 10 years. I'm done, bro. I just want to shake my ass on a yacht in Dubai. That's it, bro.
Oh my
Any
God.
other thoughts, you guys? Points we didn't touch
Oh,
on.
okay. Just the cast. I just
Yeah.
want to get into the cast really, really quick.
Wait, I have something to say.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
Shout out to Issa Rae.
I didn't even know she's in
My
here. And I love
President
her.
Barbie.
She's so cute. I love
No,
Insecure.
I love her. I cannot wait to see her. in
I
this
know,
movie.
me too.
I'm
She's gonna be so
excited.
good too. I love her smile. So she'll go. Okay. So we have like notable cast. I'm just gonna talk about the cast that probably people will recognize. We have Margot Robbie obviously as Barbie, Ryan Gosling as Ken, Will Ferrell as the Mattel CEO, America Ferrera. Y'all
Ugly
remember
Betty.
Ugly Betty?
Ugly Betty!
Yes, sir. As Gloria. Then we have Michael Cera as Alan. Bro, Michael
me
Cera.
villain vibes.
Yeah, no, like I need to know what Michael
gets Cera
Cera's
the fuck out of
role.
them
No,
Barbies.
for real. And we have Dua Lipa as Mermaid Barbie. Kate McKinnon, she's from SNL, if y'all remember.
Yes,
She's
yes, yes, yes.
Gymnast Barbie.
Oh my God.
Issa Rae as President Bobby. And then Simu Liu, he was also on, what was the show?
Girl, Shang-Chi, girl. Shang-Chi.
No,
Who's
no,
Shang-Chi?
no, not Shang-Chi, but do you remember the Kim's Convenience? That's how I remember him from. It's what made him blow up. It's on TikTok. I'm not TikTok, sorry, Netflix. And Simu Liu is going to be playing another Ken, which I'm interested to see what that
Slay.
means.
Yeah.
I don't really recognize the other names. I don't know if y'all do, but
you hit the big,
yeah,
big
the
one.
most big. Those are the biggest cast members that I can think of. So it's a very interesting cast, very different. Like everybody's like different. Like Dua Lipa's a singer. I would say like
Right,
well,
it's
Issa
not
Rae is
just
more of like
actors.
yeah, it's not just like actors, and it's also actors from all kinds of like
Comedians,
comedians.
yeah.
It's gonna be good, guys. I feel like I'm gonna give it a good what is it called? I'm gonna have good expectations going in. That's
Yeah.
what I'm
No,
gonna
me
say.
So we're all
Yeah,
gonna go watch
definitely.
it together, right?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
No, we are.
We have to. Are you kidding me?
Movie review pending, y'all.
Yeah.
Even though it doesn't come out
Okay.
till like July 21st, but still.
No, literally.
For real.
But I'm still excited.
So fast.
Because that's even better. It's a summer movie, you guys. Guys, summer bangers. Please, please, please. Every music artist, listen now.
Oh
We
my
need summer bangers. I'm tired. I don't want to cry this summer. I want to dance. I want to dance for 7 hours. I want to go to a day club and be like, damn, it's midnight? That's how long I want to
Oh,
dance.
you're so
right, right? So just FYI, just like we're making fun campy movies, let's make fun campy music a la Lady Gaga and Nicki Minaj in her Va Va Voom era. Period.
If you want it, you got
What
it,
if you
Okay.
everyone
Oh
got that
my
wrong.
goodness, these girls are
Okay.
crazy.
I love that song.
Okay, Martin, anything else you want to say about
Yeah.
Okay, I got a couple points. So first and foremost, I know when we watch this movie, Miss Kate McKinnon is gonna have me cutting up and laughing as freaking Gymnast Barbie because I watched a video. So she's obviously Gymnast Barbie. She's constantly in the splits. So like you know how you can move the
Yeah,
doll.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
so
yeah,
she
yeah,
stays
yeah.
like
She's constantly
that?
in the splits. If you can see on her clothing, she had like multiple marker like drawings on her clothes and like her hair as if like a little girl cut it
That's
up or
so
whatever.
cute.
That is the perfect role for her.
That's
Okay.
so good.
Second point, I should have been Simulu's character
I
because
don't know why they didn't
as-
cast you, friend.
Yeah, what?
I literally should have been him.
Oh my
And
god.
why is it another Ken? Just because he's Asian? JK, no. JK.
They're like, why didn't you give him a different character?
Okay, but then on like a more like serious point though, like
Oh,
okay, Variety has reported that co-lead stars Ryan Gosling and Margot Robbie each made a salary of $12.5 million each for the film.
Damn. God, I'm so jealous.
Robbie also serves as a producer through her, entertainment initiative and whatnot. And there's equal pay between genders. So this is obviously going
Very
in line with the
nice.
progressiveness of
That's
the movie.
Thank
and
you.
the
Step in
brand.
the right direction.
Right.
Thank
I like
goodness. Okay, period. God, I wish I was getting paid $12.5 million.
Jesus.
Sorry.
And that's not even it for
I
her
would-
because she's producing it too. So that's gonna be a whole.
It's her
nother
company,
bag.
girl.
Another bag. Oh my god.
Lucky Champ.
That's an addition to whatever she's making.
Rich
Okay.
Ugh.
Well, any closing final thoughts on Barbie or even LSU or hopes, expectations? I don't know.
Oh my
Wow, for the first,
We're
for the first time we have
jinxing.
nothing to say.
No, because I said what I need to say. Make summer
said what I
pop bangers
said.
and make summer bot movies.
Oh,
Make Slay formance material that makes the girlies dance and laugh and have a good time and just have you know what I'm saying. You guys understand.
No,
You guys
something
have been
for the
living in
summertime,
2010,
okay?
2008, 2009. You know what it was like to just be happy. We were going through that recession and we were still laughing. Now we're just sad
Oh my god.
and going through a recession again.
Well,
So let's laugh again, you guys, with the
Yeah,
Barbie
let's
movie
laugh again.
2020.
You're losing recipes. The girls need something for the summertime.
Yeah.
Some to get ready and party,
Party
to.
too. Thank you.
Good point.
How am I supposed to like get ready to sad music? Sorry, Billie Eilish.
oh,
But how am I
and
supposed to
Lana.
get ready to that? Oh my god, I love Lana.
well,
But yeah, I
thank you
can't
guys.
shake my ass to Lana. But I love her.
No,
love you,
never.
Lana.
Thank you guys for listening to episode 4 of the Clique podcast. We
Purr.
hope you
Thank you.
enjoyed, and we'll talk to you guys next time.
In the next episode,
Go watch the Barbie movie.
Click
Watch
out.
it.
Bye.
The
Bye.
click out. Yeah,
We need like an outro.
we do.
That's like
Dun, 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 dun,
My
dun,
brother,
dun.
My brother does like music.